Germany is Europe's biggest auto market, and it's been one of the main drivers of electric vehicle growth. But now that is expected to change course, as electric vehicle sales are projected to drop by 14% for the first time in 8 years. Germany's Automotive Association, an interest group for the country's automobile industry, says that battery-powered vehicles are likely to see a decline from 524,000 units last year, more than any other European market, to 451,000 units this year. Considering Germany is aiming to have 15 million electric vehicles on the road by 2030, that number is moving in the wrong direction. So what is the reason behind why the leader of car manufacturer in entire Europe struggling on the sales of electric vehicles? It's due to a number of factors, primarily because Germany cancelled the plug on its electric vehicle subsidy program in December, which around $10,000 incentives was given to electric vehicle sales to push zero-carbon program accelerations. Plus inflation, rising car prices, and subpar charging infrastructure into the mix, and it's inevitable that sales will drop. Volkswagen says electric vehicle orders are down 50% in Europe. After releasing its results for the first 9 months of the year, Volkswagen's CFO said electric vehicle orders are down 50% in Europe. Volkswagen's order intake fell short, attributed to a slowdown in the overall market. Europe was Volkswagen's biggest electric vehicle market, accounting for over 341,000 electric models sold through September. China, the automaker's biggest market in terms of profits, was next with 117,100 models sold. Electric vehicle deliveries in the United States rose 74% to 50,300. The company hopes the refreshed ID.4 and ID.5, Volkswagen's top-selling electric vehicles, will help turn things around. The new models come with a new electric drive and battery, providing more range in addition to a modern infotainment. Mercedes CFO says electric vehicle adoption rate lower than expected. Mercedes-Benz is seeing lower than expected consumer adoption rates for electric vehicles, CFO Harald Wilhelm said on beginning of the year, describing the electric vehicle market as a pretty brutal space. The company remained committed to its electric vehicle targets, but could benefit from its combustion engine portfolio if margins on electric vehicles remained lower than previously assumed. Mercedes earlier this month reported a drop in overall third-quarter sales of 4%, with top-end sales down 11%, partly caused by model changeovers and a shortage in 48-volt systems supplied by Robert Bosch. Car revenue dipped 3.8% due to the fall in deliveries, but the average selling price remained stable, the company said. Looking ahead, it expects the rate of sales from the first 3 quarters to remain at around the same pace in the fourth quarter, and did not adjust its full-year sales target of flat growth. According to automotive experts, manufacturers are pushing back rollouts of electric vehicles, and rental firms are paring purchases for their fleets. Still, even after the subsidy loss, automakers like Tesla, Volkswagen, Mercedes, and Stellantis have jumped in to compensate for it, at least for a little while. Renault announced Monday its plan to delay the IPO of its EV startup Ampere, citing slow demand and difficult market conditions as the rationale. Bloomberg reported, too, that Volkswagen is doing the same with its EV business, with sources telling Bloomberg that Volkswagen is pushing back its IPO plans for its battery unit. Still, the decline isn't all that shocking. Germany's passenger car market, automotive industry expects it to shrink by 1% to 2.8 million this year. But that's part of a downward trend that has been happening since the pandemic. According to Automotive Industry Association estimates, the global market should see a 2% growth to 77.4 million cars, compared to the 78.8 million pre-pandemic. It forecasts the global market to grow by 2% to 77.4 million cars. Germany is expected to produce 1.45 million electric vehicles this year, but much of that output will be exported, the report said. After China, Germany is the world's second-largest passenger car electric vehicle producer, but considering China produced 6.6 million electric vehicles in 2023 to Germany's 1.2 million, that's a pretty big gap. So, what do you think about the future of electric vehicle sales in Europe? Please let us know down in the comment section, and thank you very much for watching the video. Please consider subscribing to Car Nerd Video for more videos about car industry, future technologies, and latest car news.